Malik Nabers should be a top 5 receiver coming out of the 2025 season. All eyes are going to be on him in his second season. He had a monstrous year as a rookie, 109 catches for a little over 1,200 yards and 7 touchdowns. My man went through 4 quarterbacks to put those numbers up. Now he has some consistency when it comes to the quarterback position and a guy like Russell Wilson. And then if they have to go to a young guy like a Jackson Dart, he knows where his money guy is. He's going to know to get him the ball, and he has a big enough arm to push the ball down the field. Russell Wilson with the moon ball as well. But PFF put out a list of some of the top corners that he's going to square up against this year, and you got to circle that. If you're a top receiver like Malik Nabers, it's iron sharpens iron. It's good on good. You're going to be commanding not only a double team, but the top corners are going to want to draw the assignment of trying to shut you down. When you think about the guys he's going to have to face in the division, he's got his work cut out for him. You've got Marshawn Lattimore twice, Trayvon Diggs twice, and we've seen those two kind of square up already. Quinion Mitchell twice. And then when you look at the rest of the list of guys he's going to be facing that is outside of the division, there's some of the top corners in the league. On this list, look, Trent McDuffie, Patrick Surtain is the best corner in the league. Christian Gonzalez coming off that injury, Jalen Johnson and Jair Alexander. But if you're Malik Nabers, as a wide receiver, number one, as a guy who's on that brink of being a top 5 receiver, there's 3 matchups that I have circled. And if he eats in those games, against that top-tier corner, he's definitely going to slide in everybody's top 5. And that's the matchups with Marshawn Lattimore, Trayvon Diggs, and PS2. Let's start with Lattimore. I mean, this guy, when he came over we knew what he was when he was with the Saints. When he came over from the Saints, he had that, the hamstring injury that he had to kind of come off. But you see him matching up with guys like A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, CeeDee Lamb. He's not scared of that smoke. He's going to match up, try and lock down to Malik Nabers. Nabers has a big game or big games against a guy like that. He moves up that list. Trayvon Diggs, we've seen him get open against Trayvon, but because the quarterback play wasn't consistent or at the level where he needed to, you couldn't really evaluate that matchup because he needed like a catchable ball. We couldn't evaluate that matchup because he didn't receive catchable balls against Trayvon when he got 50-50 balls. Last but not least, you want to be the best, you got to beat the best. Patrick Surtain, the second, is the best cornerback in the NFL. Sorry, Sauce, love you, bro. But PS2 has shown that he is like the guy, the top corner in the league. So when the Giants play the Broncos out in Denver, if he can light it up over at Mile High, not light it up like that, but light it up against PS2 out in Denver, then yeah, he jumps into that top 5 list. I think the Giants drafted the next Jamar Chase when they grabbed Malik Nabers with the 6th overall pick in 2024. But to be one of these top receivers or to get into that top 5 list, he's going to need consistent quarterback play, moonball or darts, Jackson Dart throwing darts, and then he's going to have to eat when it comes to matching up against these top corners. But at the end of the 2025 season, when it's over and we look at Malik Nabers' numbers from the past 2 seasons, 2024 and 2025, and we look at him winning these matchups against some of the top talent on the defense in the defensive backfields in the NFL, he should be a top 5 receiver on everybody's list coming out of this season.